The big Mario release for this year is not a new 3D game, and so this holiday's tentpole title has more of a divide, at least based on what I've seen. Some people are instantly sold and others are a bit more skeptical, so let me bring you 10 things reviews aren't telling you, so before you buy, you know if you want to grab Super Mario Bros. Wonder. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force. I've been playing a ton of this game, and I'm like a lifelong Nintendo fan, so I was going to get it no matter what. But here's what I'd say to you if you are on the fence. All right, number one, the game gets harder faster than you think. And that's something that I wish was more advertised. I think there is a general consensus that 2D Mario is pretty easy until the very end, and there probably won't be much challenge. But I'd say either I'm getting terrible at games into my 30s, or more likely, I think they've peppered in a wider variety of challenge throughout the different worlds. The fact that they're using this star difficulty system this time around helps you see like, okay, this is a 1-star level, and it's going to be easy, but this is a 4-star level, and it's going to push you. I'll tell you that there's already levels that I cannot beat. I'm going to get there, but I cannot beat them yet, and I think that's really exciting because I'm definitely not to the end of the game, and already there is challenge. Number two, the Wonder Flowers are not just a gimmick. If you think the trailers have shown you everything that the Wonder Flowers can do, you are as far from the truth as you could possibly be. I've been blown away by the creativity and the complete transformational effects of the Wonder Flowers. It feels like a lot of Mario Maker influence went into designing the way the Wonder Flowers affect the worlds in Mario Wonder. Now, I'm not saying that it's just like crazy placement and insane jumps, but I'm saying the way that Mario Maker really manipulated and changed and evolved a way a Mario level could function and lay itself out, that's what the Wonder Flowers do. I won't spoil it, but there are some insane effects that the Wonder Flowers have, and I've been so impressed with how they keep you on your toes. The Wonder Flowers, at least thus far, never seem to really do the same thing very often. I've got a couple of those inchworm pipe levels, but other than that, like, we're doing crazy things, and one of my favorites is like invisible level platforms that take you to unexpected heights. The Wonder Flowers are legit. They're really awesome. Number three, there are secrets galore, and I love this fact. I feel like New Super Mario Bros. Really didn't feel new by the end of that series. I feel like that era of Mario started off super hot and then faded quite fast, whereas here, we're going back to like Mario World. There are like secondary exits, multiple flagpoles, and a lot of secrets where like, oh, fall down and there's a whole nother level underneath you, or go up above. Like there's a lot of secrets, a lot of hidden blocks, and a lot of just juicy goodness that I really appreciate as a longtime Mario fan, an SNES Mario fan. And if I'm gonna compare Mario Wonder to any mainline Mario game, it's 100% Super Mario World. They even pay homage to it early on with a song, one of the best music tracks from Mario World. And like, look, music didn't even make my top list here, but the music is phenomenal in Mario World. That's another feather in its Flower Kingdom cap. Number four, the graphics are a significant step up. I think if you go and play New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on Switch, back to back with this game, you're gonna be floored. Like, on its own, it looks like, oh, this is Mario. This is what the Switch does with these cutesy Nintendo games. They know how to make their art style sing. It's Nintendo, it's first party. The OLED screen is really nice and bright. No. Go play New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe and then play this game and see how the palette and just the aesthetic has improved so much. I feel like Mario is so multifaceted now, and the levels themselves, the backgrounds, the enemies, everybody, everything just has so much more personality, and that's enhanced not just by the actual visual graphics but the visual animations as well. So many genius animations and amazing faces these characters make depending on what's happening in the game, and so many feel much more organic, reacting, I mean, it's obviously planned, but reacting naturally to the game world and the moves you're making, the deaths you have incurred, everything that goes on. It feels like, wow, this character's actually reacting, not just a static moving standee. That's why they're standees, because they don't do anything, and then the characters do so much. You can definitely see the separation, whereas previously, I mean, Mario, like, squeezed his eyes, but, like, was it really all that emotive? This game is on another level. Speaking of another level, the boss levels are something that I was worried about. I feared that despite all the kooky craziness from the Wonder Flowers and the levels themselves, that Bowser Jr. was here and he would make things very rote. rinse and repeat. And well, I will say that Bowser Jr. does rinse and repeat. I've been impressed that the bosses are better than anticipated. I don't think they're phenomenal. I don't think that they're going to bring you the variety that maybe you'd expect after seeing the Wonder Flowers, but Bowser Jr. does eat some Wonder Flowers, and that definitely mixes things up, messes things up, and does keep you on your toes, which is more than I can say for past 2D Mario game boss battles, but that's still an area where I feel Nintendo, they have so much more charm and so much more creativity. I think they could take cues from other 2D side-scrolling type titles and improve their boss battles significantly, but Mario Wonder isn't the game to do it, although I do appreciate the attempt. Elephant Mario, or Elephant Toad, Elephant Luigi, Elephant, all the elephants. The elephants are really good. I found myself wanting to be an elephant more than I thought I would. There's a lot of stuff that being an elephant brings, alongside just being a super cool, large character presence on the screen with all sorts of awesome, goofy animations. You can carry water exclusively as an elephant. Elephants are stronger than normal characters, and elephants can definitely trunk, slash, and bash their way through a lot of obstacles and, of course, enemies. I don't think that Elephant Mario is as cool as Cat Mario was for 3D World, yet given that this is only a 2D plane, I'm really impressed with what they've achieved out of Elephant Mario, and if it felt like the power-ups were a bit weak when you saw the trailers, I will say the bubble one, it's better than I thought, but it's not phenomenal. But the elephant takes care of things. The elephant is good. Despite the elephant being quirky, the elephant is a really smart Mario choice, and it's going to be established as part of Mario history. We better be seeing more of that elephant in the next 3D Mario. Number 7, the new enemies fit. That might sound like a weak amount of praise, but it's actually one of the best compliments I can give the game. The new enemies fit in a world and universe where we've had so many of the same enemies for what feels like forever. Goombas and Koopas and Shy Guys galore, yes, but now we got Condarts, we got Hoppy Cats, we got Rars, we got Rolla Koopas, we got Robirds, and I'm really liking so many of these enemies. My favorite thus far is the Candle Nose Shooters. You'll know them when you see them. Number 8, a lot of new gameplay mechanics that fit very naturally here. It might sound like a weird thing to say because it's 2D Mario. You run and you jump and oh yeah, you become a trunk-wielding elephant. But besides the tusks, what else does this game tussle with? Well, it adds badges, and badges are actually pretty freaking sweet. I'd say this is the most modernizing element of Mario Wonder. Obviously, like, the craziness of the levels and the uniqueness is very special, but it's the badges that bring new moves. Wall jumps that go straight up the wall, dolphin kicks that power you faster through water, the ability to grapple. I mean, it's really actually messing with Mario in ways that Nintendo has never actually messed with before in the 2D space. It's giving Mario all sorts of new moves, and while at first I feel like these moves actually hamper you, you're like, Mario ain't supposed to move like this, then they become really awesome. And then they become your ticket to new tricks, new areas, new access, and a better time through the level. A more fluid way of completing the level because you've got more at your disposal. You have more to work with. And so that wall jump where you go straight up first before kicking off is fan-freaking-tastic. The ability to grapple adds a whole new style to Mario platforming, and then there's other badges that do nifty things like give you an instant super mushroom, add more coins, bring in extra blocks, but my favorites are the mechanical shifts, and I do think that they really do feel natural for Mario and enhance the game in ways that previously Nintendo has never even attempted to enhance. Number 9 is kind of the only negative that I think you need to know, which is that this is still 2D Mario. Now that might sound like a, like why am I saying that? But I want you to know, like, if you're not a fan of 2D platformers, I don't think that even with all of the fun and the flowers and the fluff that you're going to find yourself revolutionized here. This is still a 2D game, and I think there's a select few out of there that are gonna make a mistake and think it's not worth it or not great or you're sick of 2D, and like, to me again, that'd be a mistake, but I understand, and I just want you to know, like, this is still 2D Mario. There is nothing here that changes the genre. While it's evolving the genre, it's not changing the genre, and so if 2D isn't for you, while I implore you to give this game a go because Mario is more manic than ever before and it's magical. I just want to be clear that this still is a 2D game, and maybe there are a few people that feel like that's not worth a Nintendo tentpole holiday full $60 full price release. It is, but I just want you to know that, like, yeah, this is a 2D Mario game through and through. That's awesome to me, but it might not be to you. And last but not least, the variety and unique creativity in this game is just insane. It really is. No two levels feel alike, and they are flipping between themes and schemes and scenes rapidly. I love that the worlds themselves seem to be more diverse, and I love that we have the pedal aisles between worlds to mix things up even more. You're not stuck just ice skating it up for 6, 7, 8 levels, and one of the things I think Nintendo did so smart here was they removed the numbering system for the levels and they named them. Each level feels like its own special creation, and this ties back to the start of the video where I told you that Mario Maker had a huge influence. It feels like they based the levels on a concept for the level rather than needing it to just fit the color palette or the scene palette of the world itself. Now that might sound like I'm nitpicking or going into minutia, but I think there is a big difference. If you make a level that just has to be an ice level, you just have another ice level. But if you organically create an idea for a level, and then, okay, it fits within this general world, boom, we are off to a much better, much more unique, and much more diverse lay of levels, and the worlds themselves feel more organic than ever before. They are not rote, they do not repeat very often, they are their own living, breathing things, and the worlds seem to be building a skill set and moving you through the storyline of Bowser as a castle. Yes, he's actually a castle. More than just, okay, this is the mountains, this is the ice, this is the water. And I love that because we've done that too many times before, and that's what Mario Wonder is all about. What you've done before in Mario, you're going to do it differently. And finally, it's been forever. I'm 33 years old, and this is the freshest Mario has ever felt. I recommend this game wholeheartedly, but there's 10 reasons that you can figure out for yourself if this game is for you. If you're on the fence, get off it. Sounds painful. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Love you lots. Switch Force out.